Alright guys, it's everyone's favorite time. It's time to break down a movie in spoilerific glory, and this time it's The Suicide Squad, which I just talked about in my last video. If you missed that and you have not yet seen the movie, then go watch that one, go see the movie, come back and watch me. That's our plan. Write that down, go do it. Because if you did watch my last video, you know that I like this movie. I was about to say love, and it's teeter-totter. I'm going to give it a solid 8.5, and I think it deserves that score. Some people don't, especially Rotten Tomatoes, which is giving it in the upper 20s score, which is so bad. I think that's even worse than Batman vs. Superman, which this movie is not. Okay, I'm going to get some more details because it was a really short review I did. This might be a long video. What did I like first? I loved Will Smith's Deadshot. I'm going to go into more detail. Deadshot to me was always an interesting character from the cartoons, from the comics, from the games, from everything. I really liked him. He was sympathetic because if you know his backstory, he's not really a bad guy. I mean, yeah, he murders people. He's a hitman. That's pretty bad. But he's just, that's just what his life molded into, and he has a tragic story. And I really liked the scene with his daughter and Batman and him in the alley. I really liked that. He stood, because, you know, I'm surprised that Batman didn't, like, grab Deadshot when he went behind him and just snapped his neck, you know, because that's what our Batman does in these movies, just murders people right in front of his daughter and then just peed on his dead body. Like, that's what Batman is in this universe. But no, he was actually, you know, really, it was a really sympathetic scene, you know, because he had the daughter standing in front of Deadshot. She didn't want him to be a bad guy, and I really liked that. And then Deadshot got taken in. Next backstory. No, I'm just kidding. More Deadshot. I liked how I kind of felt like he could interact with each of these characters, because you could tell Will Smith wanted to be there. For some movies, you know, he's kind of just phoning it in. Like, if they put him in Independence Day 2, he would have just phoned it in. But I feel like he wants to be in this series. I feel like he had fun in the role, and I want to see him in more movies. So yeah, bam, he's the first one for me to say he did not die, which is one I obviously knew he wasn't. Next character I want to talk about, Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. I've been looking forward to seeing Harley Quinn on the big screen. She was introduced in the 1995 animated series Batman, which is a really good cartoon. You should watch it. But what do I think about Margot Robbie? I thought she was an excellent actress to pick. There was a lot of actresses up in the air to go for Margot Robbie. I think, like, even Emma Stone. There's a lot of them. But I think that out of all of them, Margot Robbie worked. She was crazy, and they even said she was crazier than the Joker, which is hard to do. But yeah, she was crazier than the Joker. I think it worked. I think she was, how do I say it? She was funny, but stupid. I don't want to say she wasn't stupid, but she was out of it. You could tell she was broken. Like, Joker really did some stuff to her that she was not Harley Quinzel anymore. She was a completely different person, and I couldn't even tell that was Margot Robbie. That was a completely different person. She did great. Even better than Jared Leto's Joker. Nothing against Jared Leto's Joker. Let's talk about him next. Now, if you're going into Suicide Squad, I didn't say this in my normal video, but he is not in the movie more than 10 minutes. I'd give it 10 minutes. But that's fine. I just want an introduction to character. I just want a feel for the character. The only reason they really put him in the movie is because you can't really have Harley without having the Joker. Especially for having Harley for the first time, you gotta have the Joker in there to show backstory and stuff. And they kind of, it's like having like it's kind of like having Luigi. Okay, I'm making a Mario ref. A Luigi in a movie and not having Mario whatsoever. No, you kind of have to have the other half to the character, just for a little bit though. But I'm interested to see him in more movies. He was a completely different Joker than Heath Ledger's. You could tell the laugh was different. He was very gangsterish, which was my biggest problem. What's with the grill? Like, why does he have fake teeth? Why does he have tattoos all over him? It's different. I'll take a little getting used to, but he was different. There we go. Next character I want to talk about is someone that wasn't in the movie a lot, but I really want to talk about. Waylon Jones, aka Killer Croc. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce the actor who betrayed him, but why I talk about Croc is because he is my favorite DC villain of all time. Ever since playing the Arkham games, ever since watching the cartoon, I've always wanted to see him in a movie, and I was so excited to find out he was going to be in a movie. But as the movie started to almost come out, you know, the day I started to think, I'm like, he's not going to be in it that much. He didn't, and I was right, he didn't really have much to do. He was kind of just the quippy one-liner every once in a while and walked around and kicked a bunch of butt. And, you know, he kind of had some lines, but he's kind of like, yeah, you go, girl. And I'm like, I didn't expect Croc to be like that. I didn't expect Croc's last line to be in his first movie. I didn't expect him to be like, I want a TV with BET on it. Like, was Croc ever going to do that when No, I didn't. But yeah, he was good. He didn't die, which I really thought he was, but I was happy he didn't. More sequels. So yeah, Killer Croc was better than I thought he was, but he still really didn't do much at all. Katana. Katana didn't really do much at all. Next character, no, okay. Katana, they gave her a little bit of backstory, but not really anything to get attached to her. She didn't die. Probably be a, nah, I wouldn't really. She's not going to be in the next. She was kind of just like the supporting character. So, bam, next, El Diablo. Probably one of the more interesting ones because they gave him really sad backstory. He was probably the most powerful on the team. If he really wanted to, he could have killed everyone. But he was a pacifist because El Diablo was kind of like possessed by the devil in a sense, and he didn't want to use his like devil-like powers because, I mean, he's not really a bad guy anymore. He kind of just gave that up, but they put him in the squad and he did what he had to do and he kicked a lot of butt. He died, sadly. So yeah. Next character, Captain Boomerang. Wow, Jai Courtney's actually good in a role for once. I really liked him. He was comedic, but he wasn't really in the movie that much, but he served to show us the Flash cameo, and he's in it for about 10 seconds, the Flash. He's quick. It's a quick cameo, Flash. Slipknot. I'm not even going to talk about that. He got his head blown off in the first 2 minutes of screen time. That's his job in the movie. Rick Flag was functional, you know what I mean? When I heard that excuse me, that my boy Tom Hardy was not going to play him anymore, but instead RoboCop was, I was like, whatever. So guys, that's all the squad members. They were all functional. They worked off each other good. That was the best part. Now, bad part, another squad member that I did not say because she's not really in the squad, it's Enchantress. She's the villain in the movie, spoiler alert. They didn't really reveal that, but she was. And I didn't like it at all. We had like another extraterrestrial magical force shooting a beam in the sky where the good guys had to go after it, which is like probably the 5th movie this summer that's done that. Ghostbusters, Ninja Turtles, could probably name more. But I'm like, whatever, you know, she's kind of doing her like belly dancing, like that's her superpower, I guess, I don't know. But I didn't like it. I thought, like, if they would have just, you know, because the government told the Suicide Task Force X, you guys are just taking down terrorists, and that's what they were thinking, but they were taking down Enchantress and her, like, possessed zombie monsters. But I honestly would have liked them going to the Middle East and taking down terrorists. I think that would have been a more just action, suspenseful, good movie than, like, what the heck is this CGI mess? So yeah, that was my biggest problem. If we could just throw that Enchantress part out, boom. Way better movie. So yeah, I got the character deaths in, right? I got our El Diablo and Slipknot, bam, done. Joker was good, bam. All the squad members were good. Other problems, the beginning was a little choppy, like I said. It was kind of just origin story, which it was alright. Some people actually liked it. I just thought it was a little choppy. You could have blended it together a little more, but I understand there was a lot of reshoots, there was a lot of pull-aparts, you know. I even hear that David Ayer, the director, didn't even have that much control towards the end, which I feel bad for him, because I want the ultimate cut like Batman vs. Superman. I want to see what they've taken out, because I enjoy this movie, even though I just went on a few minutes about it's bad, but every movie has its flaws, you gotta know that, guys. But I want to see more of this movie because I liked it, and I hope you guys liked the movie too. Post your comments down below. I love to hear your guys' thoughts on these summer movies. Summer's winding down, and so is summer because school is coming back in a week. Lord have mercy. But guys, that is going to be my Suicide Squad spoiler review. Just wanted to break up the movie a little more, tell you what I liked and didn't like, and I'd like to hear your thoughts, like I said, and I'll be back with you guys with more videos.